So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't have made the rush back in the pocket.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the delay, this is Murray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Make some good plays today. Got the cheat code offense.
They'll go again with Gibson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Gibson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 25-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
Down several scores and pull behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now with the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw again is Wilson.
They're going right back to Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
The try.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Once more, Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.